Unless you want to go. Am I doing the play-by-play? All right. JV game. Des Moines Oakleys, Sioux City Musketeers taking the ice right now. 15 minutes on the clock.
Right. Hopefully our JV team can kind of follow suit with the exciting finish of the varsity game. Good job by Aiden Zimmerman getting his first varsity victory, and no way of getting a better victory than against the number 1 team in the league.
That was pretty exciting. Nervous mom and dad, I'll tell you that. And we're off. Musketeers won the puck, and they're breaking it out of their zone. Comes out loose. Hayden Stevens in net, slows it down. Ethan Zimmerman picks it up. Makes one guy miss. He's trying to get free, loses it. Musketeers with the puck, circles. Need some quicker passes than this. Riley Goodnow picks it up against the near board. Outlet pass to Hansen just under his skate, and icing's call.
Yeah, so Sioux City comes in, 8-7 on the season so far, and we're 11-5. So this is a real big game for our JV team, just to get some separation from the top to the bottom, because that's kind of where everybody's kind of locked in right now. And with a victory here, it can get you a little bit more of a separation in the point standings.
Leafs win the puck and chip it in. Back past the end line. Tyler Rowland knocks his man off the puck. Oh, loose in front. Shot. Save. Tyler with puck tries to center it. Gets blocked. That's Cooker. Centering pass gets blocked in front. Musketeers going the other way. Number 2 enters the zone. Boderud knocks the puck away. Offsides by a mile.
Yeah, so a little bit of the differences between Sioux City and the Oakleys. They score about the same amount of goals on the season, the same amount of games, but Sioux City's given out twice as many goals than what we have, and so hopefully we can get a lot of shots to the goaltender, looking for some rebounds, and be able to punch the puck in.
Got Jason Hinder out there. Boderud knocks his man down. No icing, that's tipped. Dominic Wade chips it around to the far board. I think that was blocked with a hit. And here we go. Trying to get to the puck. As Wade leaving his feet, and the shot is tipped up into the netting. Going to change them up here. 13:20 left to go in the first period. Everybody's feeling themselves out. Nice drive up here today, sunny.
Yeah, sunny, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Easy drive.
You got Spikers, Goodnow, and Hill on your front line. Springer trying to knock his man off the puck. Got Cooper Michael on our right side D. He just knelt down and kept that centering pass from getting through. He's back working it again. Hill tries to get out of the zone. That shot went wide. We're starting to break it out here from the point. Ooh, nice play. Nice shot, nice tip, nice save by Hayden Stevens.
Yeah, it's a good job by Stevens, just kind of staying home and be able to direct, where that puck deflection was coming from, and covering that short side.
Had a good tip opportunity there. That was open there for a minute.
It was. And
trying to tip that in, that's an art. It's amazing how it's not just luck. The kids that can do it.
Yeah.
Goodnow's closest to it. Gets knocked in by the Musketeers. Ethan Zimmerman gathers the puck. Takes it up. Blue line, the red line. Throws it in. Going the other side. Mason Postrashill's first one to it. Out to the point. Shot on goal. Blocked. Rebound opportunity. Musketeers coming the other way. 2-on-1, now 2-2. Shot, block, ooh, got through McGrath. Hayden Stevens got down on it, blocked it into the corner. McGrath, number 13, circles behind the net, shovels it up to Goodnow. Goodnow at the blue line, looking cross ice. He's going to go ahead and just send it down and go for a change. We got Bowden and Zimmerman on defense. Hand pass, and we'll get a stoppage here, neutral zone.
Got caught next door.
Oh, we got Dan the man coming back.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, Tim's got them all warm up for us. Perfect. 11-17 left at 0-0 game. Andrew, catch me up. I got caught celebrating next door with the boys on that varsity win.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Dandy.
So far, we've made one rotation through, just kind of getting our feet kind of wet. If we can, put some pressure on the goaltending here and get a couple shots, and there it is. That's what we needed right there. So look goal. Get behind the net, get in front to our leading goal scorer, Cooker. Shepard taking from behind and burying it. I was telling earlier to Zimmerman, goal scoring wise, Sioux City and us have scored, roughly 60 goals apiece.
Right.
But we've only given up 37 goals, and they've given up 63. They've given up more goals than they've scored. So if we can just put pressure and continue to get a lot of shots on the net, I like our odds.
Do you think that's just front loaded? They played a lot of guys on varsity.
I think it's numbers.
Yeah.
I think Sioux City, they fall off. There's a big difference between their varsity and their JV.
That's Hender behind the net. He's going to play it to the point. Played along the bore road. He'll pinch. Able to do so. Front back of his blade. Shot on goal. Is unable to convert with it. Now back. He'll escape and go into the defensive zone for the Leafs. Back behind the net it goes. 1-0 lead for the Leafs. After a thrilling 5-4 win. Can't say enough about it. Getting off the bus, beating the 14-2 Sioux City team. Back come the Metros. Center ice they go. Poked ahead, now they'll continue on. They'll grab the blue. They'll dump inside the blue. Send it. Thwarted on a nice effort there by Michael. He'll continue on. Just inside the blue line. Continues on with a feisty effort. Stick, skates, and all. Back they come. Behind the net. 1-0 Leafs. They lead at 9:29 here in the first. Confronted, not controlled on a 2-on-2. Here comes Sioux City. Slapped into the corner. One-timer. Stevens there. Able to kick it side. Good work by 31. Able to stand that one down. Sent it out of there. Point blank range. Good for the Leafs to get something going here. Build a little bit of a lead against the Sioux City JV team. Center ice. Controlled. Wheeling, dealing. Good stick movement there. Able to control it. Send it in. One-timer. Able to gather it. Send what he wanted was Hansen. Zimmerman poached on the left defensive spot. Now we got a one-on-one. With McGrath to pick up the pieces. Tackled from behind. No call on the play. Should that have been, Coach?
I don't think so. I think just let him play. It could have been, but it was a good hustle play. You've gotten a little lucky on that. So, talking about that varsity win, Aiden Zimmerman, that's his first varsity win of his career. And not like getting your first varsity win against the number one team in the league.
And I wouldn't, and shots on goal would be such a strange inaccuracy to look at that, because There's about 6-8 saves that he made that just literally, the one you called out, Coach, that changed the dynamic of that one. On the second save that sent May free on his goal.
Yeah.
Kid played great.
Yep.
In a big spot. Good kid, good family. Here come the Leafs. Right to left, they're in all blue breezers, white tops and gold numbers. Centering pass, unable to corral it. Borwood will pinch, he'll look. From the wing, he tries a little snapper. Back in the zone by Cooker off the back of his blade. Sent all the way back around. This will sail all the way to center ice, where it's controlled by the Leafs and sent back in. Wanted Shepard along the blue line, unable to get Shepard. Back from Sioux City. Kept in on a pesky effort by Shepard. Dump to Borwood. Borwood along the wing. Sends it behind the net and low. Cooker, centering pass, one-timer and a good one. Cooker followed up and he got it.
Yep.
Wow, I think that was
Roland.
Roland
took the initial shot and then Shepard cleaned it up. So, good job just getting the puck to the net. The goalie went down, be ready for that rebound and went up high. So, getting a 2-goal lead here at the 7:03 mark, going in the right direction. So,
little glimpse into the future here too, because early January and these guys keep putting in the back of the net, don't they?
Yes, they do, and you just got to keep that momentum going and continue to keep that momentum going in this game.
Tackle now sent. Now here comes Sioux City along the blue line. 2-on-1 if they hustle, unable to. Short side, unable to find the net. Stevens able to cut off the shot there and into the corner they go. Played to the point. One-timer Stevens sealed that thing up.
And I kind of was explaining to Zimmerman before you got here, Sioux City comes in at 8-7. We're 11-5. If you look in the middle of the standings, this is a huge win if we can get it, just to get some separation from the bottom to the top of the teams. When we look at the win-loss column and looking at the season tournament and where you're going to place and seeding and all those type of things. So this is kind of a huge weekend for us.
Well, and Coach, as you know, those seedings are so important. You stagger one more either way, and it can really make or break the finality of the whole thing, can it?
Absolutely, and you want that as high a seed as you can. That doesn't guarantee you anything. As we've seen in the end of the year tournament, we've seen our number 1 seed go down a couple of years ago from a number 8. So it doesn't guarantee you, but at least the odds are a little bit favorable for you.
Defensive zone face-off of the Leafs up into the 6:05 mark here in the first period. Breakaway, and here they come. That's Glock. He can do it. Missed the net. To the glove side. Tapper right on net. Glock's on the puck again. Dumps it back in. Centering pass, unable to get there. Trapped and sent behind the net. Sent to the wing. Now poked just outside the wing where Springer will have to pick up the pieces here. He's going to pick him up and put him down. Sent to the corner where Michael off the back of his blade. Good forecheck there by Sioux City. Now they got Stevens. They got him from the point, and they got him on kind of a floater. They don't think he saw it the whole way, and it deflected off and got in the back of the net.
Yeah, but I think he thought it was going to come down low, and then it got deflected and kind of fluttered and went right above his glove. So, a little bit of momentum shift, to Sioux City. So now you just got to win that faceoff, get that thing deep, and go back after it.
Hill, Spikers, and Wade on the front line for the Leafs as they center it up. They lead 2-1. It's McGrath and Zimmerman on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move from right to left. Tap behind where Zim controls. Played to the wing. Everyone's still reveling a little bit. Zim's younger brother, Aiden, with his first varsity experience, comes into IBP. Ice Arena against the 14-2 Sioux City team. Able to get the W. Good work out of that kid. Happy for him and his family. Punch now into the quarter. Sioux City controls. They come from left to right. They punch it out. Sock back in on a good back pedal by Hill. Hill continues on. His aggressiveness all the way into the Oak Place bench. Gathered by Zimmerman. Traps it along the boards. He'll skate it a little bit and tap it ahead. 1-on-2. See what he can do. Stops, looks. Pospisil unable to do it. Tap back in by Hansen. Hansen continues on. Forecheck as Borwood looks for an avenue. Borwood, the big fella. Trapped by Hansen. Was there for support. Sent it back in. Trapped into the corner by Goodnow. A sent where Scrum Sioux is now along the back of the net. They work for Sioux City. Down 2-1. Our Sioux City at the 3:54 mark here. The very first period. Goodnow. The Knoxville race car. Borwood tees it up. Sends one in. Boy, anytime you can get him to do that at any level, it's kind of like the Butler thing, like you say, Coach, on the varsity. You like that good low one from the point, don't you?
Yep, absolutely. And the big thing is the forward's got to recognize that he always shoots that nice and low. You got to just stick down in front and be able to get that tip. If you don't get it, then you got to be ready for that rebound.
Coach's son. It's kind of in vogue to shoot that high one, get the top shelf. Coach's son knows you want to play that low one, get the rebound. 4 results. Top of the boat. Chance, look. Still in front of the net, unable to get there. Gathered now along the wing. Tackled on and controlled by Rowland. He's unable to continue on. Now we got a 1-on-1. Kissinger able to send his man just outside the zone and thwart the effort. Now good outlet pass stolen by Sioux City as both teams really looking to find their footing. Kind of get the feeling this one's going to be decided by some big plays and some big mistakes, if you will. Tapped in and sent in by Borwood. Kept in by Shepard. One time with the feed. Rolling. Beauty.
Oh. They called it off.
Wow. Man alive, I'll tell you what, that Rowland, he knows how to set his teammates up, doesn't he, Coach?
Yeah, he does. And he found Cooker there in the front, and the goalie made a terrific save. I thought that baby was in.
The save was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hender moves to the front line on the left wing. Tapped into the corner. Now sent all the way around where Hender engages. Collision ensues. That's Springer. Steps up, puts one on net. Still there in front. Unable to get there. Wade just barely late to the party. A tap back in. Played furthermore along. This is Wade. Wins another battle at neutral ice. Poked ahead. Now he's got it again. Controlled by Sioux City. This team does a little different job of controlling things from their defensive zone. I just have never, I've seen it, but I don't remember it till I get here. Does that make sense?
Yep.
They really like to gather everybody and then move together as a unit. Kind of like an army. Back in the corner they go. On the wing, tripped up, broken up, now skated. Unable to continue on. And a good effort. Poked into the corner. That's Spikers. He jumps up. Joins the fray. Back of the blade. Zimmerman stands in there. Pokes behind the net. So find the back of the net. We'll get an offensive zone faceoff at the 1:24 mark here in the first. It's 2-1 in favor of the good guys.
Yeah, so far, it's been kind of a back and forth game, up and down the ice. Nothing flashy. Good body contact. Finishing their checks and shots and the score are pretty even.
Zimmerman with the snapper from the corner. Back in the corner they go. Stop. Controlled on a good effort by McGrath there. Sealing up the point. Now free and easy is Gooding. Looks. Shovels. into the sternum of the goaltender for Sioux City, who had a stop and play at 103.
Yeah, Gooding just got himself caught on the, his body awkward on the stick. Couldn't get his rear end on the side of him to be able to get a hard low shot. Kind of just shoveled it and floated it to the goalie.
Offensive zone faceoff for the Leafs. Hansen, Postashell, and Goodnow on the front line. It's McGrath and Zimmerman defense as your 5 Leafs in the ice. As you look at that YouTube from right to left in all blue, gold numbers front of the net, dangerously. Sent into the corner and sailing. Nothing called. Good confrontation. Hansen looks to dig it out. To poke to Goodnow. It finds its way into the Oak Leafs bench. We get a stop and play. Only 35 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-1 Leafs.
Last year, as we were Bantams, we played Sioux City quite a bit. And they were always great battles. And one of the things about the Sioux City teams, they always went out and they were finishing checks and played kind of hard nose. And so that's what I expect out of the Sioux City team. It's going to be a close battle, and it'll be a good victory if we can get it.
Puck breaks loose in the corner. Borrud, the big fella from Southeast Polk. Good athlete. Offensive guard tackle for Southeast Polk, one of the better running teams in the CIML this past year. He's a big part of it. He's a young kid. Now we've got a game-changing move here. That might be on Borrud. Did I call him out too quickly? I think I did.
Yeah, they call it on Borrud for interference. So we'll go on to a penalty kill here, with 10 seconds left of this period. So, basically win this draw, get it out, and just kind of end this period and just start off.
What do you think about that wraparound, Coach? Like when you come out the next period, you got an advantage or you don't. Is that? I mean, that always seems hard to me. The ice is fresh. I mean, you got to gather yourself. It just seems like the overlap is tricky.
Well, but for JV, we don't have a scrape. They're going to get 1 minute rest and get
Good
right
point.
back at it. So at least this gives you an opportunity for JV right now. You're not going to the locker room. You're just going to take a minute rest here and then get back at it. And you can get your specialty teams all ready to go. To start this period. So starting fresh on the penalty kill isn't a bad thing.
2-1. Leafs in front in Sioux City. IBP. Traditional hockey setting here. Love it. Low ceilings. I mean, you can catch a rafter with a medium-low outlet.
Yeah.
But for all of us that have been through travel hockey, this is the type of arenas that we all grew up in. These new ones that have jumped up. I mean, they're great. Trust me, they're great. But it's kind of fun to be in one of these, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I remember, when I first started coaching back in 1997-ish, somewhere in there, and coming up here in the first year of the state tournament, it was called the state tournament then, was hosted up here in Sioux City, and I just remember, the rink being exactly the way it is right now. I mean, it's clean, the warmers are nice, the seats are nice, it's a good place to play hockey.
It's got that atmosphere. It's the one-side look, if you will. A lot of the arenas that many of us grew up in and traveled with have the one-side viewing section. Most of the rest of them that have been built now, you get the venue from both sides. But, it's been a good spot. We've all been here for years. Always been a tough place to play.
Yeah.
Whether Sioux City's been, a dominant force or even if they've had an off year, to come and get one from Sioux City has always been a big deal, hasn't it, Coach?
It has. It's a real big deal. It's a thick tradition of hockey here. And I remember growing up as a kid in Minnesota. We were a Southern Minnesota group from Fairmont, and we'd come down to Sioux City and play Sioux City. We played Mason City, and those games were tough. Playing against those teams, and so. It didn't matter, how good or if you had an off year, you're going to get a quality game out of it.
Going to flip it around. Boys in blue, the Leafs. going to go from left to right.
So our penalty kill, just like varsity, our JV penalty kill is number 1 in the league also. We've been killing 27.2% of our kills this year. And
so something's in the water.
Right.
We're doing something right.
We must be practicing that every day. Might be something that we we work on quite a bit.
I kind of think the way we change out our front line. I mean, with all the fresh legs in the front, I like that. I think that's something you don't see from a lot of teams. A little bit different that we do. Change out those front wingers.
Right.
Keep people fresh. Defensemen a little more constant. Good icing call here. I think that's a big deal. You win a lot of battles, and if you don't get set up, you don't score. And I think that's something that
Well, one of the things I always like to do is I always like to just keep my lines, together. So if it was a forward that had a penalty, then I would send that line, those 2 line mates with 2 defensemen. If it was a defenseman, then I would run my 3 forwards. One of the forwards would be a defenseman with a tie with another defenseman. So it never screwed up my rotations that way. And then I also just knew that there was some offensive threat that I could use too.
one timer stood down by Stevens. That one just escaped the crease. He was able to look at his side and poked all the way back to the blue line as the Leafs go 4-on-5 for the next 1:08. 14-16 left to go here in the second. Minute left in the one-man advantage for the home team, Sioux City. Stepped up, poked ahead by McGrath. Checked ahead by Rowland. Seems to be all over the ice. Little amount of time I've seen that kid. Picks him up, puts him down. That's Zim in the corner. Unable front of the net. Look out, they got him. They tucked it in on the stick side and low, wrapped it around Stevens, and just like that, the 13:55 mark here in the second period. We're all locked at second.
Yeah, and just kind of gave life, and we didn't tie our guy up good enough in order for to stop the momentum. And he was able to get stick and be able to get it up and around Stevens. So momentum's all in Sioux City's favor right now, and so we got to be able to win this draw. Again, you got to get it back deep, and you got to go hard. And use your body and win battles. It's all about winning those one-on-one battles.
Shepard, Rowland, and Cooker on the front line. It's Michael and McGrath on defense. These are 5 Leafs in the ice. It's Michael and Kissinger on defense. These are 5 Leafs in the ice as they move from left to right in all blue, gold numbers. Behind the net, sailing goes the defenseman for Sioux City, unable to exploit their Leafs. Now chopped in awkwardly on goal. These are the boys that will get you one. You don't know how, but they will. Michael, one-timer. The boys guys crashing. It's a good example there. The wingers get to the front of the net quickly on this line. Stop and play with the offensive zone. Face-off, tried again at the 13:29 mark. Cougar will take that right wing. Rowland, Shepard in the front line. Kissinger and Borrud on defense as we have 5 Leafs in the ice as they move from left to right. Shots on goal fairly even, 9-10. Tapped in, one-timer by Borrud. Tried that low one along the ice, unable to make it happen. So escaped the zone. Sioux City now going on one-on-one. Borrud takes the body and then some. The big fella from Southeast Pope. Just off the stick of Kissinger, he can wrap it around. And able to clear the zone. Found a Sioux City guy offside, and at 12:55 we'll get a stop and play.
One of the things that we've been able to do, the past few games here is get some scoring from, multiple lines. And right now we've just had our top line, our number 1 line, scoring line score. And so hopefully we can get another line to kind of get on that scoring bug and be able to find the back of the net. I think we're gonna need that in this game.
It's Wade, Glock, and Hender on the front line. Short side shot by Glock. Good quick snapper. Quinn Glock. Ankeny left-hander. Found himself loose and free.
And I think he really wanted that to come off his stick a little bit lower. See if he can get a little bit of a rebound there. He had guys coming to the net. Just got to elevate it a little bit too much.
Tucked back in by Hender. Kept along the corner. Pinched in off the back of the blade of Kissinger. That's McGrath. Shovels it ahead. Now Glock's racing. He's got Wade to his right. Glock tuck pass. No one there to pick up the pieces. Good look by Glock. He'll escape the zone, poke back in. Too many Leafs on the wrong side of the blue line. Stop and play.
Yeah, we just got to pick up another penalty, so we're going to be going on a penalty kill here. McGrath got popped for 2 minutes for a high stick. On that scenario, you just got to take your bottom hand off and go up with your hand. He chose to try to bat it out with his stick, and I've always told my guys there's nothing good that's going to happen when your stick gets up. So keep the stick down. If you have to take your hand off, and just wait for it to come down.
Is that kind of like the nothing good ever happens after midnight speech?
Absolutely.
All right. Just making sure. Been about 20 years since I ever tried that thing, but I think it's probably accurate. Here comes Sioux City from right to left. Green Blazers, right top. Green numbers, they poke ahead. They got numbers. Saw it off quickly. Good bat, good check over there in the corner by the Leafs. Good aggressive play. Here comes May Pop. The right-hander from Johnston. Centering pass and a beauty. Gooding pops a shot. Man alive. May Pop set that thing on fire. Ran it through 2 lines. Tucked one to his line mate Gooding. Got it back. Just not enough to pay dividends. Good offensive flurry by the Leafs.
Yeah, good offensive transition there. We just ran out of space. You know, if we had an extra foot, I think Pop would have been able to control that with his skate and then be able to get a shot off. Just ran out.
Back in the corner they go. To the left of the goaltender. Behind the net. They're able to break the zone. Here they come. 11:31 left here in the second. 2-2 game and a good one. Steered on into the corner. Behind the net they go. Front of the net. Intercepted. Stolen and thrown ahead by Goodnow. No icing call on the play. See if the Leafs can thwart off this last 1 minute on the penalty for Sioux City. Goodnow and Hansen are the Rabbits. Michael Springer are the defensemen. Stop and play.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good step by Springer. You know, that's what you're supposed to do, and then stop the momentum. And he just stopped his feet just in time, so he didn't get a charging call. That's what you got to watch out for when you're running in that dot formation. Is the defenseman coming up, trying to take the body right before the red line. To either draw an icing call or a turnover. You just got to make sure that the defenseman stop your feet from moving. You know, about a stride before you get there.
43 seconds to kill. And the Rise pest control penalty kill. Passchal will take the draw. Borrud, Hansen, and Zimmerman. Those are your 4 penalty killers. Tapped along the boards by Zimmerman. To the point comes Sioux City. They'll work to the wing. Now they'll stop and survey. To the other one. Slide it. Look. Slid past Stevens to his right. Just over his stick side. Scrum ensues in the corner. 4 men on it. 10:40 and counting. 24 seconds. Official has seen enough of that. Stop that play. We'll try it again with a defensive zone faceoff. It'll happen to the right of Stevens. 31. Trapped by Passchal. Now sent to the point. To the wing. They look, they survey. Front of the net with a wide open look. Short side. They got the shot, they got the bounce. They flipped it over Stevens. And with 10:27 left here to go in the second period, Sioux City takes the lead 3-2.
Yeah, and they're just catching us, just standing still. We're not really moving our feet, not really taking the body. We're not engaging into the loose pucks and winning those battles. And so we got to change that, or we're going to be going into the third period not looking where we want to be.
It's that top-ranked penalty kill from both stanzas. Right. The JV and the varsity suffering a little bit on this level. See if the boys can pick it up. That's Hill and Gooding. Springer on the front line. Back in the corner they go. Battled around the net. Surveying. Looking for some speed. Trapped in the corner. A good check and poked dead by Michael. The right-hander from Roosevelt. Into the corner they go. Stops. Looks. Able to get there is Gooding. He continues on. Trapnell sent off the puck. Trapped into the corner. Good confrontation. Not enough to keep it into the zone. And back comes Sioux City. Good back check and good work there. Tied up really nicely by Gooding. And a good back check. Poked head by Michael. Sent to the blue, now the red. Now sent back into Sioux City will control at the 9:30 mark on a good aerial. Wrestled off the puck by Michael. Sent off the back of the blade by Gooding. Trap now sent to the corner, good confrontation. Leafs doing everything to break the zone, they're able to do it. They'll take the red, now they'll send it back in. 9:16 mark on a dump and chase. Down by 1. Sent into the corner. Physicality picking up in this one a little bit. Snared, stop and play. We'll get an offensive zone face-off at the 9:07 mark here in the second period. 3-2 lead by the Metros in a stop and play.
Yeah, and we jumped out that early lead, and then it got up, and then it's just kind of been all Sioux City from the get-go here in the second period, and they just had all the momentum and just a couple of power plays that went against us, and were able to convert 2 power play goals to get the lead at 3-2. So we just got to continue to battle back, and we got to get some better, harder, and more quality shots on net.
Offensive zone faceoff. It's Kucher and Rowland. Shepard on the front line. Kissinger and Borrud on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they look to pinch. Borrud's right there, front of the net. Got the rebound he wanted and the shot he wanted. You get that guy in the slot and you got a chance. Back in the corner they go, especially with this group. This group can put him back in the net.
Yep.
Borrud's a really good compliment for them. He'll throw it off the net. He'll get a bounce. Hard to make a save when a guy shoots it that hard. Front of the net again. One-timer, Kucher. Back of the net, and he got it. Just peppering the net, one after another. And just like that, the 8:26 mark here in the second period, the Leafs tie this one up at 3 apiece.
Kucher's just so smooth. He gets that puck, and it's like he's got duct tape on his stick, and he's be able to just kind of just do it, dangle a little bit, create a little bit of time, and be able to place the puck wherever he wants. If he wants to go low, he goes low. If he wants to go high, it doesn't take much for him to be able to elevate the puck. And so, good job out of him, and way to just continue to pepper. And getting the defense involved and getting them good shots on. That line's just gelling.
Glock, Wade, and Hender on the front line. It's Zimmerman and McGrath on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice as they move from left to right. Last goal by Kucher. Yeah, the before mentioned working him into that varsity power play for that very reason. He can play a lot of hockey within a short distance from the goal.
Yep.
He's proven he's exceptionally good at catching, gathering, sending. And Scott Long trying to make use of his skill set as the Leafs move forward on that varsity level as well. So Kucher continues to have a big year for the junior varsity. Sky's the limit for that kid. Back behind the net they go. That's Hender. He looks to tackle. To the wing they go. Sent to the point. Trapped in by McGrath. Kept in by Hender. He's got some experience there as well. Now tapped and stolen and sent on a lot of momentum here. Back in the corner goes Glock. He's picking up, putting him down. Into the corner. Poked where Wade engages. Off the back of his blade. Scrum ensues to the right of the goaltender. Back still in the corner. Just barely escapes. Front of the net. Chopper. Look to pick it out of the net. 7-minute mark. We're at the halfway point here in a 3-3 game. Another beauty. Man alive. What a beauty in the varsity game. Now we're halfway through the JV game. We've got a 3-3 game. 7-minute mark. This one's 16-13 shots on goal. So it's right now it's anyone's hockey game. That's Zimmerman to Hansen. The right-hander. Good feed. Pop with Hansen crashing. Unable to get there. Man alive. Now we got some confrontation and a little bit of tomfoolery. Pospisil put a beauty on net to Hansen. Just two seem to be working pretty good together as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're starting to find each other, and I think the more that they just continue to move and communicate and talk, you know, this line can start coming alive a little bit. And they play a little bit different than that our first line.
Yeah,
you know,
the way different group.
Yeah, I mean they're more of the grinders and just kind of battling in front, and then you also got you know. Our first line, they're more of kind of that finesse line, just moving the puck, good on their skates, good hard skaters, those type of things. So looks like we got a little bit of coincidental penalties for roughing. So we'll still have to be a 5-on-5 hockey here at the 6:47 mark.
Looks like Hansen is in the penalty box for the Leafs. Ben Hansen, he's part of the last good exchange. Unable to pay dividends, but all over it. At that point, a dump back in with the Leafs. Will look to press in their offensive zone. Unable to do so. Sioux City's right there. Very evenly matched teams. Man alive. Back to the corner they go. Central ice. Neutral zone battles. Dumped off the back of the blade as Sioux City will try it. The dump and chase variety. It's McGrath. Leaves it in front dangerously. Taken and stolen. Sent hard along the glass by Goodnow. Gathered on a good catch by Kucher. The first to engage at the corner would be Pospisil. May pop. Taken off the puck. Back in the corner they go. Sent on to shoveling. Gathered by Goodnow. One-timer, short one. Glove save. 3-3, 6:02 in the second. Stop and play.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the last goal kind of gave us a little bit more of a spark, a little bit of momentum going. You know, we kind of increased our shots and we started to kind of pull away on the shot mark. And so, again, we just continue to win those battles out front. That's how we got our third goal. I mean, it was just a battle out front. Who
That's
wanted
exactly
more,
right.
And we just everybody's got to have that same mentality.
Point, snapper. Just outside the crease. Hill dumps it in. Glove save. We'll try it again. Offensive zone faceoff. This time we'll move it to the other side. To the left of the goaltender as we're looking at a YouTube screen from right to left. Gooding will take the draw. Hill stands to his right. It's controlled by Hill to the point to Michael. Caught traffic in front. Toe drag attempt by Gooding, unable to get there. Confrontation by Michael, but the puck does escape the zone. Gets all the way to the red line. Now sailed quickly back in. Really evenly matched teams. They both have their spurts. Center line, good outside feed. Able to take it back in. Leafs dump and chase it if they can. Unable to do so, controlled by Sioux City, and they'll work from right to left. Outlet pass, gathered, controlled. Behind the net they go. Stop and he'll quarterback it. Now continue to work is Kissinger. Unable to clear the zone. Sent back by Michael. Taken off his feet. Gathered, controlled by Kissinger. He'll scoop it off the back of his blade. Send it to center ice. Where Gooding will dump and chase. We'll see if the Leafs can't get their offensive group in here to make a quick run at the 4-minute mark here in the second period. Great forecheck. Unable to get there. Able to get the puck loose though. Shepard now he's able to stab it in as well. Michael will dump it in, able to try it again. Laid offside, called off. Here comes Shepard. Looks to dance. Controlled by Sioux City. Just in the nick of time. Now they'll try an outlet and a good catch along the blue line of their own. Borrud confronts. Continues to roughhouse. Back in the corner they go. Slot, look, snapper. Just over the net and a one-timer. Boy, that was a fortuitous bounce again, if you will. Came all the way off the back boards, if you will. Jumped right in front of the goaltender, Stevens. They weren't able to convert, and then the other end smothered by Sioux City. But this looks like, I mean, this game could go either way. Right now, I mean, if you're in Vegas, this is a coin flip, isn't it?
It is, and I figured it'd be kind of a coin flip going into this game. Just the battles that we've had, through the years growing up. There's always a back and forth battle, and really it came down to the last period, and that's what I'm going to be looking for in this game is kind of looking at the bench of Sioux City and our bench, they're only skating basically 2 lines. We're skating 4. What does that third period look like in the energy level and speed wise? So
I noticed that as well. Played into the corner. Back check by Wade. Back of his blade. The big fellow from Roosevelt. The right-hander. Red. He asks for the blue. He gets it. Carries it in. Unable to continue on. Poked back further in by Kissinger. Back check by Wade again. Tapped ahead by Bolrud. A lot of neutral zone battles in this one. Low one. Played on net. And a good shot by Glock. As Glock continues to wheel and deal. Glock, the left-hander from Ankeny. Shovels in. Front of the net. Chance. Hinder. They're all there. Nobody able to gab it. Wade had the last look at it. He was unable to convert. Now it sails out of the zone where McGrath will have to gather it. Off the back of his blade, given up in the defensive zone. Shoveled where Stevens able to grab that one off his right shoulder. Bad turnover for the Leafs. Good save by the goaltender Stevens.
Yeah, as a defenseman, what you need to do when you're skating back is you have to make sure that you are, having your head on a swivel, look back, see where everybody's at. If you don't hear any voices, you got to recognize.
Right on.
In McGrath, he kind of went down just assuming that there's going to be somebody over there on the boards. And maybe the Sioux City player was right behind him, chatting at him, saying back, back, back. But you just got to be able to recognize. That's why you got, that's why the good Lord gave us a neck so it would swivel, so we can move it around.
Right. I need one of those. I'm not sure what for, but it just sounded like something I need the way you sold it. That's tapped and sent just behind the net, where Zimmerman controls. Sends it in past Pasashow. Good hustle by Hanson, able to get there. McGrath fans upon one, now continues it in. Now controlled by Pasashow. Wants to dance. Leaves a nice looking look. Tapped. Good vision by Pasashow to dump it to him. Zimmerman controls. Dumps it to the side. McGrath now as well. Lots of neutral zone battles between these two teams because they're just so evenly matched.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean,
it's going to come down to winning those puck battles in the neutral zone and
goaltending more than likely.
And winning that. So
offside, they'll wait. They get it in. Back of the blade, they do. This is in. The right-hander from Urbandale. Ethan Zimmerman. He skated. Good stick handler. He's got the red, the blue. Now I'll take the blue again. Zim wants a shot at it. Glove save. Garners an offensive zone face-off at the 1:46 mark here in the second period. We're all tied at 2. Sioux City.
And I just think you just continue to roll your 4 lines, and we're doing okay doing that just to wear down, keep wearing down Sioux City, and keep the puck deep and making them use the whole sheet of ice so that they just have to do some more of that extra skating.
It's definitely a whole different concept between the two teams here, right, Coach? There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. Leafs holding their own, doing a great job. All across all those lines. Boys digging in. Tapped and sent now along the corner. They look to break the zone. Stabbed in on a good play there in the corner. Now again, look at the Leafs. They're digging in. Pressing the issue. Hill now uses body, unable to keep it in. Michaels able to send it in much further as Gooding and Hill go to work now as Rabbits on the front of this offensive series. As Leafs continue to roll the lines all the way through. Stolen, look out. Chance. Stevens kicked to the side. Good work by Hayden. Stood it down, waited till the last minute, kicked to the side of that blocker off his right arm on the stick side, sent it into the air. Now Shepard's dancing. Back of the blade, juicy rebound. No one there to pick up the pieces. Pinched in by Kucher as these guys try to go to work. 40 seconds and counting, center and pass. No one there to pick up the pieces. Good move by Michaels. He stepped up. He's still got the puck. He'll play it to the point. Back of the blade, front of the Grade McGrath. Now it's stolen, and here comes Sioux City, and we'll need Hayden Stevens again. Come on, Hayden, and he's got it. Good work. That's 2 good saves by Stevens in the last 30 seconds to keep this thing at 3 apiece.
Absolutely, and we're a little slow here on our defensive side blue line.
Yep.
Making our decisions and what we're going to do, and it's creating Sioux City on top of it. And they've been like that the last couple of years through the Bannon level. anything that goes to the defenseman, they're coming hard. They're going to finish their checks up there, so you got to make your decisions quick.
Into the corner, 11 seconds and counting. Be skated by Cooker. They're going to have to hurry if they want a chance. That's rolling. Intercepted 4-3-2. And this period is going to end at 3-3 and 1 to go.
Yeah.
Exceptional close hockey game and some dynamite goaltending by 31 Hayden Stevens down the stretch.
Yeah, and then, it's a 3-3 game, and we're out shooting them 16-24. But we just got to get better, just with the puck and being stronger on the puck. And then just making those quicker decisions. There was a couple times, we were trying to wind up and shoot, and you can't. It's those, nice hard snapshots. Those are the best ones. You don't need a hard slap shot.
Right.
Just a nice hard snapshot, and we just need to get those things going, and hopefully we get our legs underneath of us and keep moving the puck and finding another goal. So. But what I'd like to see is another line score.
Same.
We'll
be back for the third and final. Threes across the board. Leafs
talk loud so I can listen. So I can.
All right, here we go. Third and final period. Des Moines Oakley's Sioux City Metros. Great game, 3-3. 24-16 shots on goal in favor of the Metros, but Andrew, if you got this one figured out, this is a coin flip, two evenly matched teams.
It is very evenly matched, and Sioux City was fortunate enough to convert on two power play goals.
Yeah.
And then for us, Landon Cooker, he's been our difference maker. He scored all 3 goals for us here. So either he's got to just keep it going, or another line or another guy's got to just kind of get hot and just kind of continue to pepper. And we've just got to be strong on the puck and win battles. You got to want it. You got to want it more than the other team. So
right to left will come your Leafs. 15 on the clock. All blue. Gold numbers. Sioux City green breezers, white tops, and green numbers. 3-3 and a good one. Something's got to give. It's Rolling, Cooker, and Shepard on the front line. Borrud and Zimmerman on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice as they move from right to left. Behind the net they worked. Cooker wanted Shepard along the wing and able to get him. Here comes a racy winger for Sioux City. Trapped and sent just offside. Stevens able to kick that aside. Blasted to the right of Stevens, just off the 6 side and over. And back they come behind the boards. Gathered by Zimmerman momentarily. Confronted by point blank again. Good start for Sioux City. Able to set it up inside the zone. Thwarted now poked, and this will finally escape the zone, and at least will try their own offense. It's tapped in, sent on a racer. Thrower looks to gather it, smothered by the Sioux City goaltender. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. It'll happen to the left of the goaltender at the 14:05 mark here in the third.
Yeah, and we're just, in our defensive zone, we're doing too much of just kind of swing checking with our sticks and not just using our body or, coming forward. We're just, swinging our sticks and trying to, dislodge the puck, and it's not working for us. And so, we've got to use our bodies and be strong on the stick.
Scrum of the corner. Tapped by Pospisil. He goes to all 4s. Hansen joins the fray. Scrum at Sioux. Now we got to stop and play at the 13:51 mark. I'll tell you what, any penalty here now is a big penalty because, as you mentioned, Sioux City scored 2 of their goals, 2 of the 3, on the power play.
Yeah, number 44 is going to get caught for with a high stick, and so we're going to be able to go on to our own power play here, which we've been, middle of the pack, 4th in the league and converting in our power plays. And so if we can just kind of get the puck to be moved around and get guys out in front.
Goodnow, Pospisil, and Hansen will be on the front line. Cooker will move to a defensive spot. Borrud will grab the other one. That's Cooker. Fanned upon, back of his blade sends it into the corner. Borrud pinches and able to control it. Gathered now to Borrud again. Centering pass and a good one. He almost had Goodnow. That might have caught part of the post. 13:35 mark here. That's Borrud looking below the net. The corner, Borrud. Centering pass, a beauty. Unable to gather was Cooker. Throws another one on. Smothered now. Stopped at the 13:23 mark here in the third. Only 1:33 left on the penalty, but everything you could have asked for from the Leafs on that power play.
Absolutely, and we just able to get it up to Cooker, and he was just kind of mishandled it a little bit. But what I really like seeing is Borrud down low. I think if he's staying down that corner looking for Cooker down in that slot, then he goes into the front. No one's going to move him. He's going to get to that puck for a rebound.
Borrud seals it off. He'll keep it in. Minute 25 to go. Shepard short side. Rebound was there. Pop couldn't get it. Back they go. That's Pop again. Unable to get there. Shepard joins the fray. In front of the net dangerously. Cooker back of his blade. Shovels one on net. Good pressure by the Leafs. No dividends thus far. And back comes Sioux City and an odd man. Hayden Stevens will have to pick up the pieces. He's able to do so. Smothers it on a lost puck, if you will. Right along the right post. Good work by 31. Last 2 saves he had at the end of last period sent this baby into a 3-3 tie in the third.
Yeah, the net, we just let the two guys leave early, and they were able to punch it out. So Hayden coming up big for us. Another save of the game.
Good no. Shepard will grab it along the red. He'll ask for the blue. He'll get it. Now he'll dump it in. Caught traffic on the defenseman. Now Sioux City controls as they work from left to right. Played in by Cooker along the wing. Able to trap it in. Joins the fray in the corner. Back behind the net over the right shoulder of the Sioux City goaltender. A scrum ensues, but this will be poked all the way back where Stevens will put a fork in it. And the Leafs will try it from right to left in all blue. Boys in blue. 3-3. And a really good one against Sioux City. Pivotal game in the standings. Shepard waits, now he's got it. Good composure. Kept it in, sent right back out by Sioux City. This one's spiraling. Stevens going to stop it. Thwart it. Michael will grab it. He'll quarterback it. He'll come from right to left, and the power play is all but over. Both teams at full strength. Shoveled on by Hender. Off the goal. Took a little shot to number there. Able to get there. Hender, good persistent move. Into the corner. Trapped in off the back of the blade by Michael. Hender joins the fray, the right-hander, the senior from Ankeny. Blasts along. A lot of battles right along the board right in front of us. Leafs winning most of it. Forcing their way in, if you will. Trapped and controlled by McGrath. Kept in by Hender. Leafs persistent. Sioux City scrambling to get it out of their zone. They finally do it. Board will go back and fetch it. The big fellow, the left-hander from Southeast Polk. He'll stop, gather it. Now he'll set sail from right to left in all blue. Big 12, here he comes. Right, left, he'll gather, he'll take the red. Continue, Cage going to throw one on net. Unable to get there. From then a gathered on a good catch in the corner. Unable to make anything happen was made. Wade turns it back, sends it back into Glock. Glock now checks. Looks back in. Sent back in. Glock to Borrud at the point. Taken out by the winger. Board tried to him for the point. Glock will send it back in. Springer will continue on, see if he can make something happen at the 10:35 mark here in a 3-3 game. 27-17 now are shots on goal in favor of Sioux City. But this is still, in my opinion, a coin flip. And the Leafs playing a lot of downhill hockey here midway through the third in this one. That's Michael, the Roosevelt right-hander. He's going to skate it. He's got a head of steam. He'll take the blue. Fumbles, asks for the red. He'll get it and dump it in. The Leafs will get a change. Sioux City will reset behind their own goal. Sloppily. Kept in by Springer. Front of the net. Had Hill there. Unable to advance it to Hill. And back comes Sioux City. As they continue on in a couple of taps. And all of a sudden they're in the offensive zone. Skate along the corner. Good back checking by the Leafs. To the point. Sails one. Way to the right of the goal. Gathered and controlled by the Leafs. They'll continue on. Set off as Sails was Hansen. He got it to Goodnow momentarily. Unable to continue on. Chipped into the air. Now they advance it again. Persistent effort by Hansen. As he continues on. Unable to control it again. Kept in on a good pinch by Zimmerman. Strong right stick. Able to keep it in. Centering pass. No one there to get there. And back comes Sioux City. They'll take the blue. Now the red. They'll advance it until Pospish off the back of his blade can stop and thwart the effort to McGrath, to Zimmerman, to Hansen. Dump pass, Goodnow. Missed the net to his right. Goaltender's left on the side. Blasted by McGrath. Sloppy rebound front. Goodnow is there. Nothing to chew on. He's forced to throw it out. Back behind the net they go, and Sioux City controls. Leafs look really good here in this third period in a 3-3 game. It's been mostly Leafs most of the time. Tapped ahead to where it's controlled by Glock. He'll send it in. We'll get a change. That's Cooker. He's got all three for the Leafs in this one. Back in the corner they go. Chipped head by Sioux City. Good confrontation there by Shepard, but given up, and here comes Sioux City again. They take it wide. They win the point. They take a shot. Just missed. Kept in. Unable to be kept in. Sealed in off the back of the blade. Not controlled on the front of the blade by the defenseman. Now the back of the blade by the defenseman for Sioux City as they'll advance it from left to right on a dump and chase. 8 minutes to go, halfway through the third, in a tie game. Been all Leafs in the third period. Been a really good hockey game. Whoever gets this one's going to have to earn it. I was going to say neutral zone battles, but the Leafs have looked so good, Andrew. And this one, it's theirs to lose, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and they're playing well right now. I think just wearing down Sioux City, running there's only 2 lines. We just keep active and go hard, and harder out on our skates, and then be able to just get things to the net.
Played into the corner. Pinched and controlled again by Zimmerman. Back of the blade. Dances, looks. Unable to get there. Set sail, that's Hansen. That's Rowland went flying into the corner. McGrath now sends it further along. That's Shepard. Tries a short side. A one-timer, they got him! Shepard to Rowland. 4-3 Leafs.
There we go. Right now that's really needed. At the 7:14 mark here in the third period. Just the momentum. You can feel the momentum just continue to build and build and build, and then able to just kind of get it down low. Find somebody out in front and win those battles. That line just is continuing, just finding each other.
Hey, and let's be honest. One team came out of the third period to win this game.
Yep.
And it's the boys in blue. I mean,
now just
Robbie George, Scott Long.
Can we take this and get another one here in this next shift? That'd be huge momentum going into the rest of this game.
Boys in blue came out to win the third, and they have thus far dominated the third period. They lead 4-3. Now they go to work in the corner. Controlled. Sioux City doing everything they can to break the offensive. Now they're dangerously in front. What a play there.
Good recovery by
That's Kissinger. Yeah. Front of the net. Stevens, they got it. Just like that. 4-4 at the 6:42 mark. I spoke a little bit too soon. Been all Leafs. First flurry by Sioux City ties this game up.
Well, Kissinger lost an edge right there, and they had a good recovery, swatting at it, getting it over. I don't know what happened in our back check, not getting back. If we were just sitting there watching to see what happens, but we got to make sure we're hustling back and picking up guys, because there were 2 guys all by themselves standing there. When they put the puck back out in front, we got to make sure that we're hustling all the way back, picking up any loose guys. You don't know what's going to happen.
Controlled by Sioux City now. Now giving up to the Leafs. Stabbing across the zone instead of inside the offensive zone of their own. Gathered in the defensive zone. Played catch at Spikers. The left-hander races it. Blue line. That'll find the net. Over the top of the goaltender. 6:14 to go. We got a 4-4 game. It's like deja vu. We just back up a couple hours. We had a tie. Was it 4-4? I think
it was 4-4.
It was 4-4, yeah. Had a 4-4 game in the varsity. Leafs varsity won that extra period on a 4-3 goal. 4-man versus 3-man goal, I should clarify. Got the same thing here in the JV game. Sioux City, front of that chance, low one. Good shot by Michael, good low one. Wanted a rebound, unable to get it. A Springer will corral it. He'll send it right back in. 5:59, just under the 6-minute mark here. 30-18. Shots on goal. So as much as that may look like an advantage, it really hasn't been, because this game's been back and forth.
Yeah, and I think the shots that Sioux City's getting have been kind of uncontested. We, kind of standing it around, not contesting shots, not tying people up. They're, just kind of being left alone, and that's not going to win you very many hockey games. So you got to get in there and get dirty when you're inside your own house.
Hansen, Gooding, and Pospish on the front line. Springer and Michael in defense. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move from right to left in all blue. Point, Springer, the lefty. Shovels one, tipped by Goodnow late, unable to pay dividends. Back comes Sioux City, they've got numbers. 1-on-1. Still there, poked aside. And a good late effort there. And a back check by Pospisil. May Pop will ride it all the way to the blue. He'll get it to the red. Hansen will throw it further along. Springer will take it the rest of the way in, but no Leafs able to make anything happen at that point. Circling now. Confusion almost looks like Sioux City. Tap to the red line. Now they got numbers. Into the corner they go. Zimmerman on his man. 4:55 and counting, third period. 4-4 game. That's Zim in the corner, traps his man, takes him off the puck. Front, chance, look out. Puck laid there dangerously, slot, and went all the way through. Made it all the way through over the right shoulder of the Oak Leafs goaltender, Stevens. Saw it the whole way. Now the Leafs will try to work from right to left behind their net. To himself, Zimmerman will take it to the blue line. Now we got a chance. One-timer. Missed him on the short side. That was Rowland. Rowland caught that pass late, didn't have much time to react. Tried the goaltender on his right side, his glove side, unable to make it happen. Another good attempt by the Leafs. Back and forth hockey. Great game. 4-4. Good a game as you can ask for. Played ahead by Zimmerman. He'll dump it in. Played into the corner and all the way back around to the wing. Trapped now into the corner by the Leafs and a good forecheck. Kucher on a good play. Able to get a shot on goal. Shepard able to gather the rebound, and now we'll need Hayden Stevens again. Come on, Hayden. Missed him to his left and low. The stick side. 31. Having a good day. 31 shots on goal. On 31. It's Wade, the right-hander from Roosevelt. Unable to advance it. Played by Borrard now. Taps it through the zone. Wade joins the fray. Front of the back. Scrum to the left of Stevens. Able to clear it and get it out. They'll skate it. Glock waits. Shepard skates. Here they go. Back behind the net. Glock. Speedy one. The left-hander from Ankeny. Front of his blade. He turns. Surveys. Unable to get there. This is popped into the air. And now we got another breakaway. And we'll need Hayden again. He's there again. Slides with that left pad. Kept it low. Kept him out of the net. Didn't overcommit. Good work by Stevens as he continues to keep the Leafs in this one. Played now again. Leafs going to get a chance. Dump through. Forced through. Willed through. Wade's there. Unable to get there. Back they come. Sioux City on a racer. 2:29 to go in a really, really good hockey game. This is Michaels off the back of his net. Back. He'll play it ahead to Hender. Hender, head of steam. Able to keep it in. Furthermore, now to the all fours go the Leafs as Postrashel tried to advance it. Mayapop unable to make it happen. And back they come to the red line. Shoveled in behind the net they go. 2 minutes and counting in a 4-4 game at IBP in Sioux City. Really good one. Leafs, Sioux City. Andrew Wade is still here. There just hasn't been a stop and play.
Well,
has there?
No.
I mean, this has been just fluid hockey. That's Maypop, the right-hander from Johnston. Tap to the blue line. That's good. No, he's a left-hander from Knoxville. He's the Knoxville race car. To the point. Spikers. Springer unable to make it happen. Sent up. Stepped up. Good pop up there. Play by Michael. Sends it back in. Minute and a half to go. Could we be on our way to another extra period? Back of the blade. Front. Chance. Tucked in with a bunch of Leafs in action. Andrew, please talk.
Yeah,
I've
well,
talked enough.
Right now it's just kind of been back and forth, up and down the ice, and Hayden Stevens has become, huge in
Huge.
two different, maybe even three different scenarios where they got a break, and right now, we got our goal scoring line, minute 25. See if they can pop another one in right here to get a game winner.
It's in the offensive zone. That's where these boys like to work. It's Kucher. Slaps ahead. He's the one you want the puck on the stick last if you're able to. He joins the fray. Traps it in the corner. Sent out. Here comes Sioux City. They'll take the blue. They'll gather the red. Now they'll dump and chase. 1 minute to go. Decisive shots on goal in favor of Sioux City. It's a little bit surprising, but speaks volumes to what Stevens has done.
Yep. And right now we got Sioux City going into the penalty box for interference, number 20, that happening behind the net. So for the remainder of this game, we're going to be on man up onto a power play. So to see if we can create, two or three shots here.
Yeah,
it'd be nice, and then just be hungry for a rebound and those type of things. So I think, Scott wants to probably take a timeout, and he does take a timeout here, try to get things set up, and give those guys a little bit of breather and rest, and talk about a few things on kind of, if you win the draw, this is where we want to win it. If you lose the draw, here's what we need to do,
Does the 2 minutes carry over then if we go to an extra?
No, because at the end of regulation, it goes to a shootout.
Yeah.
But the person that's in the penalty box cannot be part of the shootout.
So for all intents and purposes, there's 2 minutes on the penalty. Leafs have 48 seconds left to try to make something happen to load up.
Yep.
That's the coach, Andrew Ray, to my right.
And one of the things if you lose the face-off here, you got to pressure and put 2 guys on the puck. You have a man. You're a man up. So if you lose it, you want to get the first guy in there to tie it up, and the second guy in there to go get the puck. If they put 2 guys down in there, then go ahead and put a third guy in there because you're still even on the back end. The big thing I'd like, probably see is I'd like to see big old boulders that are sitting in the front and have the boys work down below. That's where they like to work. With Shepard, Rowland, and Cooker. And maybe even have Cooker slide out to the back where then, you can get Cooker down there in the slot, shoot it at Boldwood. Boldwood cleans up the mess,
Yeah, Kate's got a big shot, and he likes to play that low one on net. You play a low one on net, and I think it's been proven throughout the year, you leave a rebound in front of Rowland, Shepard, and Cooker, you're probably going to pay. Back in the corner they go. This Cooker, he's actually playing the defensive spot here. He'll gather it, survey it, chop it head to Borrud. Borrud with the head of steam, the red line. Borrud gets it to Goodnow. Goodnow, front, unable to get it to Borrud back. Now we got a one-on-one. You have to break this up, 28 seconds to go. They dance, they're unable to get through. Thwarted just enough by Cooker. 22 seconds and counting. Has to be sent outside the zones, they're unable to break it. Sioux City will have to work quickly if they want to make something happen.
They might just be content just to end this period and get into a shootout.
It'd be hard to think ill of them for doing that. The one-man advantage. Centering ice, 3-2-1, and that is going to do it. So this one's going to end at 4 apiece. Now we move to a shootout, correct, Coach?
Yeah, that'd be correct. So it'll be a 3-man shootout to end this one, and the game that we had previous to this one, we had a shootout.
Yeah.
So now we'll see what three guys Scott uses this go around. I'm going to guarantee a Cooker's one of them.
Yeah, I would say he would be. Hey, what an opening day for a road trip for the Leafs, though.
Right.
I mean, kudos to those boys. I mean, Oakley's middle of a conference team coming off a tough loss to their rival, the Capitals. I mean, looking to make something happen. Sioux City 14-2. Just had everything going their way all year long. You enter the little arena, you come here, it's a different vibe. And the boys in blue have showed up and played hard today all the way across the board. Now they got a shootout and a chance to get a sweep off of one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the conference, right, Coach?
Absolutely, and for here, Sioux City's looking for that one. They get that 1 point. That's big. That's big for them. The 1 point's big for us, but it's just you want to go away with those 2 points when you can.
Landon Cooker's lined up on the blue line, a left-hander from Urbandale. Just had a tremendous season thus far for the Leafs. Gathered a ton of points, able to put the puck back of the net. We know he's got the soft hands. This is kind of the perfect drill for the left-hander from Urbandale. Here he comes. Cooker, number 10 for the Leafs. Got him on the backhand and made it look effortless.
And I think that's his patented move. At least that's what his dad tells me. When we were doing the Capitals game last week, he was saying if he does this one move, his move, he's going to score.
He's got an unbelievable knack of making it look so effortless too.
Right.
I mean, he looked like he was just going through the motions. Fried his man. Good work by Kook. Here comes Sioux City. They got him. similar move, Coach.
Yep.
Off the back of the blade again, making the goaltender move. Stevens bid on the first move, able to finish it. Both teams have one.
So looks like we have Cooper Michael up here next.
The Roosevelt right-hander, 37. Here comes Coop. Snapper,
Good job.
beat him. Stood him down and beat him over the shoulder.
And what Cooper did there is he made it, went to the same direction as what Landon did, and made it look like he was probably going to do the same thing as Landon, but he waited for the goaltender to go down, went top shelf with him. So good job by him.
Way different approach than the first two. Coop took that shot a lot quicker than the other two had. Here they come. Hayden Stevens, the goaltender for the Leafs.
There it is.
Stood him
Good
down.
job. Stayed with it.
Yep. Sure did. Tried the extra move to his forehand. Stevens didn't bite. Stayed with it. Slid to his left. Thwarted that effort.
So we score here and it's over.
It's May Pop, the right-hander. Mason Pospisil, number 11. See if he can win it. Come on, Pop.
Got
Great
it.
move.
He won it.
Great move. Pop beat him. Pop stood his ground, beat him, feinted, sent one in over the goaltender's glove side, and the Leafs win in a shootout here in Sioux City in what an afternoon.
Right, we had a first game, overtime game. We win 5-4, and this game here goes to a shootout, same score, 5-4. Basically, so good day for the Oakleys, getting 4 points on the day. The neat thing right there is Pospisil's family is all up from here in Sioux City, and so for
Right
him
on.
to get the
That's
game
right,
winner,
that is right.
basically in the shootout, is I think a neat thing for Mopah.
So May Pop, Cooker, and Michael both get goals in the shootout for the Leafs, and they're able to gather and win this one. And important points again in the standings. They all start up again tomorrow morning. It's like Coach said, if we can get something going again in the morning, this could be an unbelievable weekend. But for a Saturday afternoon at IBP, I don't think you could ask for any more.
No, I think this is something that we didn't really expect. We knew it was doable, but we just had to have the right bounces, and we got the right bounces today. And I think coming away with 4 points is huge in varsity and in JV. And in JV, it kind of really splits up the top of the standings a little bit with these 2 points, and so I think tomorrow's going to be a different day. I think we got to throw today behind us and correct a few things, and then continue to ride and build.
Handle our business tonight.
Yep.
Get to bed.
Yep.
Get back here tomorrow, right?
Yep.
All right, for Dan Kinney and Andrew Wade, we're signing off here from Sioux City. We'll see you tomorrow morning.